This is the first international American football game in China between the Beijing Guardians and the Philippine Punishers. The Punishers game roster consists of 90% U.S. players, while the Beijing Guardians roster is 90% Chinese. The game is organized by Nathan Jones, the founder of the Beijing Guardians.
I reached out to the Philippines. There are actually quite a few teams now in Asia that are really just starting up, just developing. And we talked about putting together, and so we just set a date and said, okay, we'll figure out all the rest and make it happen.
Nathan Jones is founder of the Beijing Guardians, the first team to join the UACFL, China's American Football League. It started as a simple dream in 2010 to give China access to the game.
Having American football, by introducing it to China, we can share culturally and really give a lot of athletes an opportunity to experience the values of the sport.
With the help of Nathan Jones and other foreign coaches, the Beijing Guardians established themselves in 2010 as the first organized tackle football team in China.
Coaching football helps me not miss America so much. Chinese people have a love for learning and they like to ask lots of questions. So that makes it fun to teach them something new. Our goal is to help Chinese people become better at football. 1, 2, 3, Guardians!
So we're trying to make sure that there's 95% Chinese players with only 2 or 3 foreign players. We don't want to have to be here to help them play it. We want to be able to give them American football so that Chinese coaches can run Chinese teams and start their own Chinese league. But I think 2 or 3 years it'll take. It's been almost 6 months now, putting in the work to get the team ready for this first game, which is against the Philippine Punishers.
15 seconds, hurry up! Go!
The Chinese have traditionally sidelined American football in favor of games like basketball and soccer. The rough physical contact and complicated game strategy have made it difficult to reach the critical mass it needs to take off. Every Sunday, though, you'll find athletes hailing from China and around the world who are hitting the gridiron at Beijing's new American Football Center and slowly incorporating the sport into China's athletic repertoire. More and more Chinese athletes are joining the Beijing Guardians, and Daniel Lee is one of them.
In the first time I experienced the real football, which means contact football, is when I was in Sweden. Yeah, that's the first time I put on pads, put on helmets to experience this game. Compared with soccer, basketball, American football, it's the spirit. New stuff every play from the foreign American players, from other players with more experience. You know, there's no pressure, always excitement. We can learn more.
We get a lot of special attention playing sports, especially if you're good at sports. Here in China, it's growing, so when people see me, they don't expect football because usually they don't know what it is. But I would definitely say the popularity level has dropped since I've came to China. I think that's the overall goal, to kind of make football more popular and to make it kind of how it is in America, you know, a way of life.
Hitting people is also fun, but my position, I'm on offense, so I don't really do a lot of the hitting. People try to hit me, but I like to try and make people miss, which is fun. You know, I like to dodge people. So I knew there would be football in some capacity, but I wasn't expecting like a developing league like we're part of now, which is really exciting.
1, 2, 3, Guardians! Let's go, get your chin.
Slowly but surely, this approach seems to be working. The UACFL is now making arrangements with 8 other major cities to join the league and increase its visibility. Whether or not American football ever gains mainstream acceptance in China, it's already clear that they're here to stay in this increasingly sports-crazed nation. The Beijing Guardians might never compete with the NFL teams like the New England Patriots, but that hasn't stopped them from trying.